If you've been told that you're too much, especially as someone with ADHD, you're definitely not alone. It's a phrase that can leave you feeling puzzled and a bit hurt. Maybe you want to say, that's an odd thing to say. Today, we're going to unpack what it really means. Hi friends, I'm Caroline Maguire and I'm here to talk about all things ADHD and friendship. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. The channel is growing, but it's really, really important to subscribe. Some of you are lurking watching the videos. Please subscribe. I have more stuff coming and I love to hear from you. Our brain is hardwired to focus on the negative, to protect us from danger, from the saber-toothed tiger that was chasing you in ancient times. Therefore, we tend to focus on the negative stories we tell ourselves. Yeah, that's definitely something I do. Let's talk about understanding this phrase, too much. Often it's about energy, enthusiasm, or the way you express yourself. For many people with ADHD, being intense, passionate, and full of ideas is part of who we are. And it's like having a colorful personality that stands out in a world of, gray. And when we make friends, I want us to make friends as ourselves. So I thought this was an important topic to cover because many people have told me that I'm too much. Too much might be about how someone else is feeling in the moment. It might be about how my nervous system is impacted by your nervous system. That's right, our nervous systems actually are impacted by each other as human beings. And if we're talking about emotionally heavy information, your nervous system or the other person's might be impacted. But wait, that doesn't mean I'm too much. That means your nervous system is impacted. That's not about me, that's about your nervous system. Just like my nervous system is impacted by other people sometimes, and that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with them. Interesting. Let's be honest, hearing this "you are too much" phrase can sting. It's important to recognize that these feelings are valid and worth exploring. It's kind of a little bit jarring when someone says something like that. People with ADHD receive many negative messages. Research estimates that children with ADHD receive about 20,000 negative messages by the age of 10. And we know the more we are criticized, the more that criticism becomes our view of ourselves. So it's not a big leap to say that those negative messages really impact us, and it's a common experience I think we all share. It's surprisingly common for people with ADHD to be told they're too much. You might hear from friends, colleagues, family members when they encounter your vibrant energy. They may say it because they're not used to your level of enthusiasm, or simply because they don't understand ADHD or what living with ADHD is like. Or maybe they're having an experience and instead of realizing that their nervous system and limbic system are engaged, they're actually giving you feedback, because it could be not about us at all. And honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say that if you think that we're too much, then maybe we're not compatible and I'm not your cup of tea. Your passion can inspire others as an ADHD person, and even if they don't always get it right away, there's so much we have to offer. And I feel like we need to focus on our strengths and showing up as ourselves, not on fitting in and cutting off pieces of ourselves to fit in some box. First, it's vital to recognize that your energy and enthusiasm are strengths, not weaknesses. They are what make you uniquely you. It would be easy to mask and to decide to show up in a less authentic way. Rely on yourself to know what is true and not true. Don't put your trust in someone else's judgment and let that define you as a person. If you take things personally, you can tie yourself to someone else's judgment. You are not a victim nor a prisoner. So don't go down the rabbit hole of rumination and self-doubt, because my guess is this is more about them than you. For every person that says you're too much, there's hundreds of people who love the way you are. And so a lot of this is just about finding the right people. Another thought for this is consider the source. Do you value this person's opinion? Is your relationship new or old? Is the relationship valued? Do they tend to be critical? Maybe say zingers to you? Maybe they get irritated with you. Does the judgment count and hold up, in other words? If it doesn't, then put it away. If you value this person and you have a close relationship with them, then they maybe need to say this in a different way because it's really kind of mean. Set boundaries, ramp up your self-talk, create productive strategies to limit your contact with critical people who are prone to treat you badly. Seek and nurture a circle of supportive people who do not engage in emotionally toxic behavior. Who do you want to be? My mother always suggests that truly innovative, creative people don't always fit in a box and don't always fall in line. And I think it's really true. I also think that sometimes people have things going on in their lives and they tend to lash out. And so I'm not taking that feedback in. Next, find your tribe. Find your people, the people who genuinely appreciate your unique qualities, which might actually be your too muchness. These are people who lift you up and encourage you to be creative and help you shine. And those are the people I want to surround myself with. And finally, don't shy away from communicating. If someone tells you that you're too much, open a dialogue, talk to them about it, share your perspective, and help them understand that their words affect you. And people might be willing to listen. And if they're not, then they're not your people. Thank you to everyone who stayed on till the end. I'm so glad to finally get to make a video about this topic. Let me know in the comments what you think and what other advice and support you need so we can get rid of and banish this idea that we're too much. Bye, friends.